If you're a contractor or home service business owner who's tired of paying $3 grand a month for leads that ghost you, what if I told you there's a way to get real paying jobs without risking a single dollar up front? Stick with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to show you is how marketing should have worked all along. My name is Gabriel Montiel, and over the past 2 years, I've helped over a dozen contractors generate more than $1 million in additional revenue. I've worked with HVAC companies, remodelers, deck and patio installers, flooring companies, all kinds of home service businesses. But here's the thing, I only work with contractors who are already doing good work and want to scale. If you're not delivering quality for right now, then this probably isn't for you. I stopped doing business the traditional way because I saw too many good contractors getting ripped off by agencies that didn't deliver, so I created something different. Here's the truth, most contractors I talk to have been burned by marketing agencies. You pay someone $2,000, $3,000, maybe $5,000 a month, and for what? What do you get? A bunch of leads that never answer the phone? Or tire kickers who are never serious in the first place? Or worse, nothing at all, just excuses about the algorithm or it takes time. And the whole time the agency is getting paid whether you close a single job or not. That's insane. You're taking all the risk, they're taking none. And when you finally cancel because you're not making money, they just move on to the next contractor and do the same thing. I know because I used to see it happen over and over again in this industry and I got sick of it. So here's what I do differently. I don't charge you a dime until you've already made money from the work I bring you. Let me say that again. You don't pay me until you've closed real jobs, collected payment from your customers, and made profit. Not until you get leads, not until you get calls, not until you get booked estimates, until you've made actual money. If my work doesn't bring you paying jobs, then you don't pay me anything. That's the deal. I call it profit before you pay, and it changes everything. Here's exactly how this works. Step 1, I bring you the calls. I run everything that gets homeowners in your area calling you, asking for estimates, they're ready to hire someone. These aren't cold leads that you have to chase down. These are people who need your service and they want to talk to you. Most contractors see their first qualified leads within 7 to 10 days of launching. Step 2 is you do what you do best. You take calls, you show up, you give your quote, you do the work, you collect payment just like you normally would. Nothing changes on your end except you're getting more calls from people who are actually ready to hire you. Step 3, obviously, you pay me after you've made money. So once you've closed jobs, you've made over an agreed amount in profit, like let's say 10,000 as an example. That's when I start getting paid. I take a small percentage of the profit you made above that threshold. So if you made 30 grand in profit from the jobs I brought you and our agreed threshold was 10 grand, I get paid a percentage of the 20 grand above that. Fair? You've already banked the money, you've already done the work, you know exactly what you made, and only then do I earn anything. Now you might be wondering, why would anyone do this? What's the catch? And here's the truth, there is no catch. I do this because I'm confident in my work. I know I can bring you real jobs, and I'd rather prove it than ask you to trust me with a big upfront payment. And most agencies can't do this model because their marketing doesn't actually work. They need your money up front because they know you won't pay them after you see the results. I don't have that problem. Now you might be thinking also, but what if you bring me leads and I don't close them? That's a fair question, but here's the thing. Yes, I only work with contractors who do quality work and take their business serious. You don't need to be a master salesman though. You just need to be good at what you do and willing to show up. Because here's what most agencies won't do. I'll also coach you on the sales frameworks we've used that have helped our clients increase their close rates. These frameworks set the frame early, build trust, and get the homeowner over the hump of saying yes. And plus, I pre-qualify every lead before it gets to you. These aren't random clicks from the internet. These are real homeowners who need your service and have the budget to pay for it. And so when I bring you calls, they're worth taking, and you'll know exactly how to close them. And you might also wonder, what if my area is too competitive? Yeah, I research market demand before I take on any area. If there's not enough opportunity, I won't work there, simple as that. And and one more thing, if you ever want to stop working together, just let me know. There's no contracts, cancellation fees. I'm confident you'll want to keep working with me once you see the results, but you're never locked in. Let me give you a real example. I started working with a remodeling contractor in Prescott, Arizona about 6 months ago. Before we started, he was bringing in around 20 grand a month in revenue. Not bad, but he knew he could handle more work if he just had more leads coming in. So in the first 90 days of working together, I brought him 20 booked estimates worth nearly $250,000 in potential work. He closed 12 of them. That's 140 grand in new revenue in just 90 days on top of what he was already doing. And after his costs and ad spend, his net profit from those was around $40,500. Now remember our agreement, he doesn't pay me until he's made over the profit threshold we agreed upon, which was 10 grand. So his profit above the threshold was 30,500. My fee was 20% of that. So I made 6,100 for those 90 days. He made 140 grand in additional revenue and kept 34,400 in profit that he wouldn't have had if we didn't work together. And he didn't pay me a single dollar until he'd already closed those deals and collected payment from his customers. That's how this works. So here's what happens next. I only work with one contractor per service area. That means if you do roofing, I'm not going to work with your competitor down the street. You get exclusive access in your area, but that also means I can't take on everyone. I'm only taking on 3 new contractors this month. So if you're interested in doing this, here's what you need to do. Click the button below, fill out a short application. It takes about 2 minutes. I'll review it, and if I think we're a good fit, I'll reach out, set up a quick call, and on that call, we'll talk about your business, your area, what kind of jobs you want, and we'll walk through this exactly how this will work for you. You know, no pressure, there's no sales pitch, just an honest conversation about whether this makes sense. And obviously, if it does, we move forward. If it doesn't, no hard feelings. Look, I know you've probably heard a lot of promises from marketers before, and I'm not asking you to believe me just because I said so. I'm asking you to let me prove it. You don't pay me until you've made money. That's the deal. If you're tired of paying for leads that don't turn into jobs, and if you're ready to try something different, if you want to work with someone who only gets paid when you get paid, click the button below and apply, and let's see if we're a good fit. Talk soon.